everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Kelly's Crafts. Today, we're going to be talking about all things game night. So come with me as we prepare crafts to go along with your game night that you might have. Were you a card shark growing up? My favorite game was spades, but I was pretty good at hearts too. For our next craft, we're going to be making a card wreath. This is going to be out of playing cards, but you could also use Uno cards or picture cards like this one right here. But what you're going to do is take a piece of paper. If you want to make it big, but you don't have enough paper, you can always tape the paper together to cut out the size of wreath that you want. So this is cardstock. You don't have to use cardstock, but it's what I had. And what you want to do, and you don't need any measurements or anything, you're just going to cut out a circle within the cardstock. Again, it doesn't have to be symmetrical. It's all going to get fixed in just a minute. So just cut it however you'd like. Again, if your loved one has trouble cutting, you might want to look into adaptive scissors. All right, so we're going to fold it in half and then just make it symmetrical. And as it's still folded in half, we're just going to cut along the outside to make an outline. Just like that. Again, the cards are really going to what makes the wreath take shape. So however this looks is fine. You just need to make sure there's some space in it so that it takes shape of a wreath. All right. So once we have this complete, right, you want to take whatever cards you're using. You can do an old deck of cards and get them together. You want to make sure they're shuffled. Who can shuffle? My friend taught me how to shuffle and do the bridge. I thought it was the coolest thing when I finally learned how to do it. All right, so once your cards are shuffled, what you want to do is grab some glue. Now I'm using a glue stick. You can do Mod Podge, you can do Elmer's glue. If you want to be really fancy, you can find some glitter glue and maybe use that. But what we're going to do is just put glue on the cards. Now what I like to do is do about 3 in a row, or 3 at a time, if you will. So, right, there we go. Make little groups of 3s. Once you've had your groupings, once you've got those, now if you'll notice, I'm doing all black because that's the pattern that I'd like. You could also do the front of the cards, but then you just put glue on your frame outline. Now, when I said it didn't have to be a complete circle, I really meant it, okay? And then once you have your glue on, you just start arranging your cards. Now, this is going to turn out perfectly because the cards are big enough. So there's no wrong or right way, to put them on. It's really at your fancy, what you like, what you think looks fun. And this can be a project where maybe you get the cards and play with the cards, and then maybe do this at another day. So you want to make sure, you can talk about this activity. You can do other things with the materials in this activity to keep you and your loved one entertained. Now, has anybody been to Vegas? Las Vegas, I should say. Let's see. I went to celebrate a New Year one time, but I like the slots myself. I lose too much money if I play anything else. All right, so we're just gonna finish this out. You can even do it while it's on the paper, while it is on the wreaths. And then, now this is going to take a little bit of time to dry. And I do love these glue sticks because they show you with the purple where it's going to go, but it does dry clear. So if you get some on the card or something like that, don't worry about it. Right. So, oh, there we go. I knew I had one more card. Okay. Now, you can do this. Right? See how that's a wreath? So you can have this one. You can make a small one if you want. Really, the sky's the limit as far as what you want to do. Or you can make a big one like this. Happy gaming!